Alright, for the fourth practice shape, we'll be drawing this shape from activity 145. Looking at the front view, we can see the overall width is 4 inches, the overall height is 2.5, and then we have a few other dimensions that help us define the shape. So let's go to Inventor, and we're going to start a new part. And then once that loads, we're going to choose to start a 2D sketch. I'm going to go ahead, as soon as this lets me, I'm going to maximize the screen so that I can see as much as possible. And so we'll start a 2D sketch, and we're going to choose our XY plane, where I can draw as much of the front view as possible before we extrude the shape. So even though there's a circular shape, I'm going to start by drawing some straight lines that will define the bottom portion of the shape. So the horizontal line across the bottom, a vertical line, and then another horizontal line. And then if you look at the front view closely, there's a short vertical line right here. And then we're going to go ahead and draw a horizontal line here, but we're not going to keep it. This is kind of like a construction line just to help us create the base shape. But this line is useful because I need to be able to draw a circle from the midpoint of that line. And notice that Inventor highlights the midpoint for us. So instead of line, this time I'm going to click on circle, and I'm going to click on that green dot right on the midpoint of that line, and I'm going to draw a circle that goes out to the end point of that line. We don't need the whole circle, and we no longer need this line, so I'm going to use the trim tool to remove the part of the circle that we don't want. And then I click OK. I right click and choose OK. And then I don't need this line anymore, so I'm going to select that line and press delete on the keyboard. Now our shape is not fully defined. We need to have some dimensions. I'm using the pan tool to move the screen. And our dimensions, remember in Inventor, for best results, you should always dimension the largest dimensions first. So our largest dimension is 4, which is our width, and I'll go ahead and dimension that. And then I'm going to use pan again to kind of scoot the screen over and zoom out so we can see everything. The next largest the next largest dimension is our height. But our height dimension is largely based on the diameter of this circle. So I'm going to click on this arc, and it says diameter of 2, but you need to understand when you're dimensioning an arc, it's actually radius. So this should be a radius of 1, and that gives us the correct size for our arc. The next dimension that helps us define the shape is the height from the center point of the circle to the bottom edge. This is shown in our drawing. If we go back to our drawing, this is shown right here as 1.5. So in Inventor, I'm going to change this dimension to 1.5. And then finally, the next dimension, wherever it is the height of this shoulder as 1. So I go back to Inventor, I'm going to dimension this line as 1. And our shape is now defined. So I can finish sketch, and every time we extrude a shape, the distance we're extruding it is the depth of the object. So to find depth, remember, you have to look in a top view or a side view to see depth. The side view shows us that our depth is 2.0. So when I do extrude, the distance I type in is 2, and click OK. And that is it for practice shape 4. Now just for fun, if you want to change the color of an object, the menu is right here. And you can click on that and you can choose different materials. Here's something called denim blue. Make it look like that color. Or here's gold foil. You can scroll down. You can even find opal and some other colors on here. Here's rust. We'll make it rusty. That doesn't look very pretty. Here's purple. Crowley purple. And then if you really want to wow your friends, you click on free rotate, hold down shift, and click and drag, and it slowly rotates all by itself, mesmerizingly right in front of you. You click and drag. There it goes. And that's it for practice shape 4.